Hog Prince by Sudipta Bardhan-Quallen, illustrated by Jason Wolff. The Hog Prince. The Hog Prince. Every morning, Eldon and Petunia went carriage watching. It was Eldon's favorite thing to do. He loved the hoofbeats and fanfare, the shining crowns and glittering jewels. Would it be nice to be royalty? He'd always sighed. Why? Petunia would snort. We already live high on the hog. But Eldon didn't think so. He was fed up with mud wallowing and slop gobbling. Instead, he dreamed of the princely life. After all, he thought, princes live in luxury, and they always get the girl. What's not to like about that? One morning, instead of hoofbeats and fanfare, a fairy fluttered up the road. Your Highness, she said, bowing in front of Eldon. I'm Fairy Miranda, here to help you break the spell. Spell? Asked Petunia. Your Highness? Asked Eldon. Miranda looked Eldon over from snout to tail. You're a hog, right? Eldon nodded. It must be you, Miranda continued. The Hog Prince spell. Well, you kiss your true love and you'll be changed into a prince. A prince? Shouted Eldon. It would be a dream come true. Oh, Eldon, sighed Petunia, why would you want to change? Meanwhile, Miranda muttered, was it a hog prince or a dog prince? Or was it a frog prince? And poof, she disappeared. But Eldon wasn't paying attention. He was already looking for a way to become a prince. He spotted the cinder girl Ella, crooning as she cleaned. Ella seemed like an angel, he sighed. That sounds like hogwash to me, Petunia muttered. Eldon tiptoed behind Ella, leaned in, and... smooch! Eek, you pig! Screamed Ella. She staggered backward, tripped on her mop, and landed in a pumpkin. Pumpkin glue splattered everywhere. Eldon felt a little tingly, but then he remembered his pumpkin allergy. He checked his reflection in Ella's bucket. Definitely still a hog, but I'm not giving up, he shouted. He wiped the pumpkin goop off his face. From now on, I shall remain as spotless as a true royal would. At the manor house, Eldon peeked through the window. Lady Aurora sat at her spinning wheel. Lady Aurora is so beautiful, Eldon whispered. She's my true love. Sometimes you can be so pig-headed, snorted Petunia. Eldon snuck up behind Lady Aurora and... smooch! Yeek! As if, shrieked Lady Aurora. She quickly rose, but as she did, she pricked her finger and fainted to the floor. Eldon felt lightheaded. I'm changing, he thought, but then he realized that Lady Aurora's perfume was very strong. He stepped over her to look in the mirror. Definitely still a hog. That didn't work either, he muttered. Now, how will I ever get to live in a castle? Eldon was ready to go whole hog to break the spell. Miranda never said I needed to find a girl to kiss, he said. Maybe my true love is an animal under a spell like me. When we kiss, we'll both change back to royalty. He spied Mother Goose by the pond with her chest proudly puffed out. Mother Goose is so regal, Eldon whispered. Just like a true princess. Eldon inched behind Mother Goose and... smooch! Woo! Squawked Mother Goose. She huffed and puffed. The kiss is working, Eldon yelled. Mother Goose gasped for breath. She flapped her wings and feathers flew everywhere. Eldon couldn't believe it. She's changing into a princess. Yeah, when pigs fly, answered Petunia. But Eldon was too busy imagining his princess face to hear her. imagining his princess face to hear her. Mother Goose shuddered one last time, then she stepped aside. There, where she had been standing, lay a golden egg. Eldon turned to the pond and gazed at his reflection. Same old snout, same old ears, same old tail. I'll never break the spell, he moaned. I'll be a Hog Prince forever, forever. Tears welled in Eldon's eyes. He didn't notice Petunia behind him until... Smooch! Ah! Squealed Eldon. He stumbled on a tree root and slipped into a mud hole. Splash! What was that for? Eldon sputtered. Petunia blushed. You just don't get it, do you? She shouted as she turned tail and left Eldon soaking. Dirty, dripping, and depressed, Eldon decided he'd go carriage watching. Maybe that will make me feel better, he muttered. Eldon scanned the horizon. I wonder who will come by today, he said aloud. Soon hoofbeats echoed through the air. A shiny blue carriage approached. Look at that, Eldon cried, but there was no one to answer. When the next carriage raced by, Eldon watched in silence, but silent carriage watching wasn't any fun at all. This isn't the same without Petunia, he sighed. Eldon wandered back to the pond to find his friend. The moment he saw her, he felt a fluttery feeling. His knees felt weak. His mouth went dry and his heart pounded in his chest. It definitely felt like something was changing. Petunia never saw Eldon until... Smooch. Smooch, 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 smooch. Afterward, Eldon said, there wasn't a spell after all. We kissed, but I didn't change. Yes, you did, laughed Petunia. Now you're my best friend and my prince. Dear Eldon, I'm sorry about the mix-up with the spell. It turns out I was looking for a frog, not a hog. I'm glad everything worked out anyway, and please do tell Lady Aurora to be careful around the spinning wheel. Miranda. And that was The Hog Prince by Sudipta Bardhan-Quallen, illustrated by Jason Wolff. I hope you enjoyed it.